Setting assignments. To set an assignment, first go to the class that you are teaching. Then go to the Classwork tab. You'll now click on the Create button to create your assignment. Give the assignment a title and make sure you add in all the relevant details that the students will need to complete an assignment. If it helps, you can also link in files, videos, or resources from your Google Drive. To link to a video, simply select the play icon at the bottom of the screen and then search for a video that you want to insert. Select the video you want and click Add, and it will appear on the page. Likewise, if you want to add a file from your drive, just click on the drive icon and then search for the file that you want to insert. Select it and then click Add, and it will appear on the assignment for the students to review. It's now important to check that all the other settings are correct. Make sure that the class is assigned to the right Google class, especially if you're teaching multiple classes, and make sure it's assigned to all students if you want them all to submit. The points will be what the mark is marked out of, and the due date and time is the time that you want the assignment submitted by. The topic is where you want the assignment to appear in the list of material, and you can also do a plagiarism check. However, this is a paid-for feature and it only works for submissions submitted as a Google Doc. Please check with your institution whether or not you're using plagiarism checks in this way. You can create a rubric for ease of marking. The rubric allows markers to use a standardized rubric to assess student criteria. However, it can also be used in another way to ensure that two markers can leave different marks for the students. You can set the rubric so that it has marks out of 100 for marker 1 and marks out of 100 for marker 2. When the assignment is marked, it will then average the scores between the two marks out of 100. In this example, you can see that there is a rubric for marker 1 and a rubric for marker 2. Marker 1 has put his score in of 88 marks, and then marker 2 can put in his or her score. They can both leave different comments for the students as well. When the second mark is put in, Google automatically produces the final mark as an average between the two. This is one way of using the rubric, however it's a flexible system and you can use it in any way that you choose. When you want to return a paper to the student, press return. Students won't be able to submit their paper until you have clicked the Assign button and assigned the paper to them. You can also save it as a draft if you prefer to do some more work on it before you assign. Once it has been assigned, it will appear in the student's activity feed. The student then needs to submit their assignment either as a Google Doc or as a Word doc by inserting or adding it. There's a video on this for students to use should they be confused, and you can share this with them. Once the assignment is added, the students will need to turn it in. That will send a trigger to the markers that the assignment has now been submitted by the student and it is ready to mark. When you return to the classroom, you'll see that the students have handed it in. You can see which students have handed it in and which have not. You then just click on the assignment to read what they have reviewed, and then you can use the rubric or leave a direct mark, as well as running originality reports should you wish. Again, originality reports only work on Google Docs and you're limited to a certain number unless you have a paid account. You can also leave comments for the students. They will be seen by the students but not other members in the class. If you want to leave public comments for the whole class, you can do this at the assignment. Once you've marked and finalized all the marks that you want to give to the student, make sure you click the return button. If it's not returned, then the students won't see it. You don't have to return straight away. You can save your marks as a draft and then have that reviewed by another teacher before you submit. Once you click return, the student will be automatically notified of their marks. And that's setting assignments for students as well as marking them.